How long
Here
have
we
you
are.
been there? Sorry.
About 5 minutes.
You're the best.
Again, this is
Three.
gonna have
Sausage in a bun.
sausage in a bun.
Yeah,
This
which
is
He
what
left you
happened to all
hanging.
the bodies. All the bobbies in after that guy.
all the bobbies.
Yes. The
Really?
gendarmes. The local constabulary.
The filth. Right, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Squatchable podcast, where we take a look at some. I'm not going to call it news anymore because there's very little Bigfoot news. Joining me as always from Power Breakdown, Phil Bulling. Phil, welcome to the show.
Hi there.
Joining us from Memphis, Tennessee. Well, near Memphis, Tennessee.
Wow,
Nikki.
just give away my location. Jeez.
I've said it like
It's
9
half a
times.
mile
I
from
know.
the Memphis, Tennessee dump.
I didn't
Yeah.
give you actual address.
You don't know.
120 Sycamore Drive.
Yep. Have fun.
And joining us from the swamps of Louisiana, Colonel Chubbs.
Greetings to everyone.
And if you
And-
enjoy those,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and if you enjoy those three, you may enjoy the badly drawn misadventures of two Bigfoot. Head on over to Bigfooting with Keith and Colin, where this week we introduce the vegan vampire. That's coming up this week on
The
Bigfoot.
vegan vampire.
Yeah, he only
Yes.
eats the freshest organic hipsters.
Didn't see that one coming.
Love that.
I'm looking forward to that one because I despise hipsters. So. Without further ado, I am your host, Richard Allen. Let's just jump into it. Our first story comes from Matt Knapp and the Cryptid Tales. It's a 16-minute video. It's 2 stories. The first one about a former Army Ranger who goes hunting for deer and finds Bigfoot. The second one, a biker who is attacked and mugged by Bigfoot. It's a good watch. I enjoyed it.
It was a good watch. Matt Knapp's really good at narrating.
He is very good at narrating. I could listen to him all day.
I could too, but like I said, he just reminded me for some reason of Ron Swanson. I was like, he sounds like Ron Swanson telling a Bigfoot story. Or Nick Offerman, whatever. He'll always be Ron Swanson to me.
But there's only one Matt now.
It's very
There's
true.
only one Matt now. The
I
only
love his
Bigfoot
narrations.
expert.
Yeah, the
a
only
nice story.
Bigfoot-
He's accredited by the Washington Post, so if you can't trust them,
That's absolutely true.
who can you trust?
What, the Washington Compost?
Wow.
Washington Compost.
Edgy. So yeah, it's 2 long stories, 2 witness reports about Bigfoot. It's worth a watch. The link's in the description. Did you guys listen to all of it?
How can you not listen to all of it? It's mesmerizing. It's interesting. I mean, they're good stories to begin with. He always picks the good ones, first of all.
True. And like I said, he's a great storyteller. Like, he's a really good narrator. So it's not like you feel like it doesn't feel like it's a 16-minute video. I think it was like 16 minutes. It doesn't feel like that. Yeah, I think it is. It doesn't, because of his narration, it really doesn't feel like it's that long of a video.
Nah,
Well, you know what the thing about his
Bigfoot.
voice is, not only does it have good tenor to his voice, but it's also, he tends to draw you in. And I don't know what quality that is, but it just, I guess it's because his voice is welcoming. It has that nice, warm, kind of bassy effect to it. And
it does.
It just, you think you're sitting next to the campfire, and your dad's telling you the old ghost stories and stuff. I mean, it just feels that way. And I don't know. I mean, if you're not watching this thing, you're not doing yourself a very good favor there, especially during this age of, questionable things, and stress and pandemics and all that crap. Go watch this. It'll calm your ass down.
Yeah, it's definitely like ASMR, but with Sasquatch or cryptids in general.
Right.
Super chill. I love this. But yes, I actually listened to the whole thing.
They are good stories, but I would like to see a video of his from one of the bad stories that's just like, I saw a Bigfoot, yo, it was scary as shit.
I would watch that.
That'd be well cool.
We should all put it in a thing.
You watch the video?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, it was Matt definitely has a very calming voice, and it helps you listen to the details, and it's always interesting to get somebody from the armed services because they tend not to put their reputations on the line for this kind of stuff. So it's always nice for them to give you a tale.
Spin us a yarn.
Yeah.
No, there's
this video. Sorry.
There's another one, another case here in Tacoma back in the 1960s where someone from Fort Lewis base had seen a Sasquatch, and it traumatized this kid to such a degree that they actually put him in the base hospital for a while, about a week, for observation.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. Nuts, huh?
That's pretty scary.
That's nuts. But I give all of these stories crap. That being said, it might be declassified in like 10, 20 years, and there might be all sorts of military video of Bigfoot, like there were with UFOs a couple months ago. So,
and I like the story that really does. It doesn't try to convince you. It just basically lays it out the way it happened, and he doesn't go too far into, how he was feeling, and he felt the hair on the back of his neck and all that kind of crap. He basically just laid it out the way he experienced it.
Yeah.
It made it a lot more credible than it was obviously not something that was contrived. This guy really experienced something.
Right.
And,
Yeah. Good story. Good content, and apparently everyone loves Matt Lapp's voice.
It is a
good one and only.
We'll be starting a fan club next week. Phil, do we have any commercials?
Yeah, would you like one?
I would like a commercial.
Budweiser presents the world's first star in your own radio commercial. Okay, guys, whenever you hear this sound, insert your name.
Hi there.
Your name.
Sorry I'm late. Sometimes there just aren't enough hours in the day to be a neurosurgeon and a swimwear model. Oh, am I thirsty? How about it?
Your name.
Got anything tall and cool? Oh, Budweiser long necks, though.
Your name.
You are so thoughtful. But of course, Bud's the first choice for every occasion. I have a confession to make. If I ever had a son, I'd want to name him.
Your name.
Oh.
Your name.
Come here. Now.
Your name. Your name. Your name. Well, you did very well in your first commercial. Have a Bud. You've earned it.
That's wonderful. Oh, your name.
That's
going to be my name from now on.
Your name.
Apparently, the commercials are the best thing about this show, according to our fan.
Who listens to the fans?
That's my favorite thing to be called, Kevin. Richard calls me that quite often.
Well,
What, the greatest thing since our fans?
Oh, no. He calls me a flag. It's all good.
So, yes.
What?
Slag.
A flack?
Yes, a flack. That's what he calls me.
A quack?
Yeah. Call him. Those are good ones, Andrew. I'll save those for a later day. Okay, so two things. One, any questions, feel free to chime off in the chat. Second thing, these first two videos were submitted to me by our super secret agent Stephanie 98.6.
Yeah, Stephanie.
Oh, I know she listens every week. I know she's here tonight.
We
She
love
does
you,
listen.
Stephanie.
Sending much love.
I need
We
to
are.
talk to her more often.
You really should, yes.
Yeah.
I should actually.
We should all
Yeah.
talk to Stephanie more
You
often.
you definitely should, Phil. Definitely.
I know. I'm
All
so
right.
deal.
Okay, so as much as I liked the last two sighting reports, it's pretty much how much I disliked this sighting report.
Thank you. Yes.
I can't tell you how incredible. Well, I don't know.
Preposterous.
Preposterous. There we go. That's a word. I found this sighting report. So basically, a family is terrorized by a Bigfoot for an entire summer. A dude goes out into the woods, shoots his shotgun off. It all stops. They all live happily ever after. But for some reason, this dude and his friend decide to go for a hike, and they find the Bigfoot heavily emaciated because they shot half his face off. And I'm just like, what? What?
First rule of gun safety is always discharge a bullet blindly into the woods. Always.
I know you've been literally waiting for 20 minutes to say
It drives me insane.
that.
And yet they wear camouflage.
Right.
But this,
You know, kills me though. The
What?
guys that wear camouflage so the game can't see them, and then puts the orange vest over it, like at the it can't. They won't. No one could see the orange vest because they're wearing camouflage.
I just think it's like a camouflaged orange running around.
Yeah. Now
mean-
to put on a camouflage vest, then that kind of defeats the point. So
Yeah. You just go all in an orange jumper.
why
sit
don't
in your
you
deer
guys
stand.
just find another hobby? Trading stamps or something.
Well, sadly, you can't just buy deer in the market around here. So I appreciate the hunters who are like, oh, and you don't hunt? I've got so much deer. Here, have some.
You can order venison from Montana by mail. They send it in a
What?
cooler dry ice. Yes, and bear.
Screw that. What?
Yes, yes, and buffalo.
Well,
You said
Mickey's happy.
Montana?
Yes, Montana. And let me tell you, once you've had bear, nothing else will take you there.
Okay. All right. You're going to have to send me a link or something like an IM because I'm in jail right now on Facebook. So I can see where you're ordering this because that sounds amazing. I love venison and it always hurts my heart that I can't just go buy some. But now that
Anyway, if I
can.
could make some desperate attempt to keep us on topic
Sorry.
here. This
Quack.
sighting report, I just didn't buy it at all. Sorry to be mean. You guys can listen for yourself. The link's in the description.
Well,
Make up your own mind.
The
Yeah,
narration wasn't great either. We
No.
just got finished talking about Matt, and I just couldn't. Her voice, and if that's someone's friend or family, I'm sorry. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I listened to it all, but I didn't want to.
now is this the one where the first 6 minutes was just basically talking about their life together and what they do, or is this
Yeah.
the one where the
Yeah.
guy?
Mhm.
Yeah. Is this also the one where the guy gets his grandfather's shotgun out?
Yep.
So
And
he
fires blindly.
the thing that gets me is, isn't it during the story? Doesn't he say something like he looked through the scope of his grandfather's
Shotgun. Yes. Yep.
Okay, now I had to think about that for a moment. Actually, if it's a double barrel shotgun and it's like a 16 gauge and you use slugs, theoretically you can use a scope.
Wouldn't that take your eye out, though? Shotguns have a pretty big kickback.
Yeah, I mean, if
They're famous for it.
well, you're not supposed to stick your eye right up against the damn scope anyway.
Right, because just about every gun, even BB guns, have a little bit of kickback.
That's what I've been doing wrong all these years.
Richard just has one permanently black eye.
You've been hunting again, haven't you, boy?
Yeah. All the people around here with shotguns don't have scopes on them.
No, I've
No.
never actually have seen a scope on a shotgun before.
They do exist.
I don't know why you'd put a shot on a scope on a shotgun in the first place. Shotguns are just for like spray and pay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you use like a 16 gauge slug,
Yeah.
and it's a smaller gauge than 12 gauge, so theoretically, if you have a long enough barrel, who knows? Who knows, man?
Who knows? The famous sniper shotgun.
I mean, you're not going to go duck hunting with a scope. Let's face it, folks.
Yeah.
Ah, my eye!
You get one duck and then you'd be like done. I have one shot a year.
Well, that's enough for me, babe.
Oh.
Yeah, how about you, Ernie?
All right, Chubbs, did you watch the exciting report?
Yeah, I agree with y'all, and it just kind of sounded like they listened to every other report and kind of filtered it all in. Yeah, the cowering dog, and then we saw something out the window, and then the vegetables were taking up the trees or whatever. Like they kind of summed up every other report. So a little fishy.
Tell me this, Colonel.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen a scope on a shotgun before?
Only once, and because a friend was just using slugs, but yeah, but only once. But no, not other than that.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at you calling it.
There we go. So it was the scope on the shotgun that gave it away, not the emaciated Bigfoot. That's what we're all saying.
I mean, he grabs his grandfather's shotgun out of the attic. He might have cleaned it, and then he just takes it out in the woods. Did he have time to actually sight in that scope before he just trotted off into the woods?
No.
No.
He didn't. I don't remember him looking down a scope. I remember him just walking out into the woods and shooting.
Huh.
I mean, a scope was mentioned earlier in the story, but he didn't even use the scope when he shot it. He just walked into the woods and shot his shotgun. Not apparently up into the air, just blindly into the woods, because, as Nikki rightly pointed out, that's the one thing you do with guns, is you fire blindly at nothing.
Yeah.
And that's a tip. Gun safety tip.
Gun safety tip. Just fire blindly into the woods.
King Richard approved.
Richard approved. That's a dick point.
It
right
is.
There.
Okay,
Right.
now.
Another commercial, please.
Okay. Cuthbert Tweezle works hard and long at his job. Okay. As a duck call tester. Okay. Yes, for hours on end. Duck call after duck call undergoes Cuthbert's careful scrutiny. Okay. Being a duck call tester is occasionally interesting. Oh, effective. But most of the time, it's as pathetically dull as it sounds. Okay. So, one day this week, in a rare display of spontaneity, Cuthbert Tweezle escaped. To Las Vegas! Las Vegas! You can be there tomorrow. There are flights every nanosecond, practically. Las Vegas! It's amazing. It's exciting. It's glamorous as heck. And way more fun than working. Hey, why not? Call your travel agent and get your to Las Vegas. Okay. A mental health tip from the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority.
Quality commercials. That's what you tune into, apparently, for this show. It's not the Bigfoot videos, but to hear Phil's latest wacky commercial.
Okay.
That's seriously the feedback I get from the fans. Is that they love the commercial. And the episodes where you weren't here while you were in Yellowstone, we've got less viewers than normal, so I have to believe it's true. So our next story comes from the SmithsonianMag.com. It's a honest-to-God Bigfoot opinion piece. I include these because when a site like this isn't blocked by the EU, it's a novelty. So
It's actually a really good piece. Like I personally enjoyed it. There's a lot of good information, and I
Yeah.
don't know, it seems unbiased. I appreciated it. And it doesn't just go into Bigfoot and stuff, like it mentions other cryptids as well. It mentions kind of what a cryptid is.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's an informative type of thing
Yeah.
that I think most serious footers could take advantage of right here, right now. And if you missed it, well, shame on you.
Yeah. The link's in the description. I implore you all to give it a good read.
It is a good read.
Like Nikki said, it's got a lot of good information. And yeah, I enjoyed reading it. Chubbs?
Yeah, me too. It's rare that you get just some info instead of stories or just eyewitness stuff. You can actually learn something.
Yeah, no BS. Just straight on. Here it is.
There we go. So it's a big thumbs up from the Squatchable boys and girl. Check it out.
And now for our sponsor.
Yeah, go back to the awesome commercials.
He sits in judgment. He stands for the law. Kind of looks like a hero and sounds like your pa. He smiles and he laughs, his voice tinged with gravel, but the bad guys gasp when he bangs his big gavel. Judge Wapner. Judge Wapner. When neighbors brawl, when lovers refute, when suppliers and buyers and liars dispute, Wapner won't let those law books get dusty. Got a buddy named Doug and a sidekick named Rusty. Rusty with Wapner. Judge Wapner. Doesn't do it from towers, doesn't do it from steeples. He does it in court, a court called People's. Wapner. People's Court. Judge Wapner. Call him your honor. Judge Wapner. Judge Wapner rules on the People's Court. Song over. Song over.
Song over indeed. Now, I would like to take a moment to begin a new segment on this show called What the Beep Did I Just Watch? Okay. Now, it was a toss-up between this video and the next video.
Oh,
but this video won it in the end because it's a lot more incomprehensible than the next video. I'll just stop it. Apparently, there's a Bigfoot in this video. And we've got some good shaky cam there. I'm going to full screen it up for you lads. Big fan of full
he
screen.
does kind of zoom in on it, and he asks his buddy to shine the flashlight on it.
And
spotlight. They might be spotlighting deer or something, and they just came across this bush.
Yeah,
it's a very interesting bush. I was mesmerized, going, "What the hell am I looking at?"
The cool thing about the cool thing about this one is, the conversation. I mean, these two yokels, if I can say yokels on the air.
Oh yeah,
and I'm not calling all you people south of the Mason-Dixon yokels either. These guys are definitely yokels. Okay.
This is a yokel accusation from Phil right there.
I accept it as a Southerner.
I don't. Yeah, and I don't use that often, but with this video and these two guys,
they are just spin the camera around. Sorry, they spoke there and it scared me. I wasn't expecting it.
But between the two of them, one of them does. That's just a leaf. I mean, between the two of them, not one of them says anything like, "Well, that's just a branch coming out." No, there's none of that.
No. Nope. There's just a lot of shaky cam and a lot of spinning of the flashlight. And yeah, that's about going to wrap up this video. Almost at the end.
Chubb seems to be a lot nicer and forgiving on these videos. What did you think, Chubbs?
Well, I too did not see anything, but for some reason, it sounded like they did the audio different. Like it sounded like a voiceover almost. Like they weren't like they did it after. I don't know. Maybe it was just the way I heard it, but it didn't sound like they were. Maybe they were in a car, but it sounded like you could hear them very well. and it didn't sound like it matched up with what they were doing. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
I
Well,
agree.
they're not using a cell phone. They're using an actual video camera, and the microphones on those are a lot better quality for one thing.
True.
I didn't see anything suspicious about the sound. I mean, they obviously shut the engine off on the truck.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I say
No.
truck because I don't see him driving a Volkswagen Rabbit. Okay, folks. I'm just.
Can I just say that I love reading stuff like on Facebook and things like that Dean writes. They tend to be pretty darn intelligent. Like even the conversation that they're having over in live has been intelligent. So I wouldn't mind talking to Dean about all of that stuff, but not toast. We're not allowed to talk about toast.
We're not allowed to talk about religion, politics, or toast. Okay, those three subjects are no-go areas.
Now, Pop-Tarts gets a little,
Iffy.
Pop-Tart, fine. Crumpets, fine. Toddies, fine. Hot cross buns, fine. Just no toast.
Hot cross buns. Thanks for that.
Hot cross buns.
Never
no,
had a hot
okay,
cross bun.
listen. It might be a totally different thing in America, but hot cross buns is like one of the first things you learn how to play on any instrument.
Yeah.
And how to read music. It's a little song thing.
And they are delicious. So
I've never had one. I have no idea what they are. I just thought that was the name.
They are delicious.
Okay.
They're like
if you have a Thanksgiving meal without hot cross buns, you're missing out.
Okay.
Okay, for our final commercial of the night.
And here it is.
Go.
And now, Mr. Robert Goulet reads from The Writings of Bart, the collected after-school blackboard writings of young Bart Simpson. Mr. Goulet.
I will not trade pants with others. I will not do that thing with my tongue. I will not Xerox my butt. A burp is not an answer. I will not pledge allegiance to Bart. I will not eat things for money. I will not bring sheep to class. I will not instigate revolution. My name is not Dr. Death.
To experience all of Bart's blackboard writings, watch every classic episode of The Simpsons.
I will not call the principal Spudhead.
I love that. I love that because a belch is an answer to some things.
Yes.
And also, I will definitely eat for money. I'll eat for anything. Just saying. Great commercial. I want that.
So another interesting video. I think I used interesting in its loosest possible definition there, but
broadsword.
In this video, we are apparently told that there is a small Bigfoot in this video. Oh, here we go. That right there, down in the corner there. This is supposed to be its arm there. That branch there is supposed to be its arm, and behind the young Bigfoot is supposed to be an even bigger Bigfoot. And yeah, I can really make that out. I mean, look, you can see even a gap there. That it's definitely a branch.
Listen, someone shot blindly into the wilderness, and now baby Bigfoot has a hole in its arm.
I'll accept that. We've got a Bigfoot face up here, clearly. Looks more like a Wendigo to me, but what do I know? I'm not an expert. We've got a Rougarou in the top left.
Yeah.
Yep.
Down here, we've got, of course, La Chupacabra. And right there in the middle, there's the Loch Ness Monster. I don't know if you can make that out. Right there. No, it's gone now. We've got a nice little still. Nice little still of the whole thing there. See, she's put a red circle around the branch, thus clearly indicating it's Bigfoot. Couldn't be anything else. They've lightened the video, clearly showing, that even though it looks like a branch, it's actually a Bigfoot. Arm and hand right there. Yep, absolutely. Can't believe that.
Yeah, that's what it
See
looks
a little bit of the top of the Loch Ness Monster's head right down there, the bottom left.
Well,
there's
yeah.
the
You know, I actually copied the video and I put it into my processor and I stabilized it and zoomed in on it. And I was thinking, well, maybe I could actually make a video out of this and post it. You know, nice quality
Absolutely.
shot.
Absolutely, Phil. Do a
Are you
breakdown.
going to? Do it.
Wait a minute. I think I've been unfair here. Just here we go. There's the still. Oh my God! Look, top right. Damn, go back. Top right. The Thunderbirds photo bombing. I didn't see that before. I saw the Loch Ness Monster, the Chupacabra, and the Rougarou, but I did not see the Thunderbird up there in the top.
I don't want to talk to you about this again, you snob. I'd horsewhip you if I had a horse.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and give this video a big thumbs down, personally. I don't know about you guys.
Well, that's not very nice. You didn't play the it could be, would be, or might be game yet.
You want to play the it could be, would be, or might be game?
Yes, let's do that. We'll start with Nikki.
It's branches.
Could be.
Could be.
Chubbs?
It could be little people.
Might be. Yeah. It might be Richard's grandfather.
Could be
my grandfather.
Mm-hmm. But it's probably branches.
Or Robert, his father's brother.
Yeah.
They did go all out though. They gave us background rainforest music, and they gave us the red circles, and they made it really short. So if they were that close, it didn't even matter. So we got like the best of every Bigfoot video.
Didn't give us enough time to get bored.
Yeah.
Bless your cotton socks, Chubb. You've always got a nice thing to say about everything.
He does. I love that about Chubbs. So Dean says that you missed the dog man behind the Rougarou.
What? I'm pretty sure I did.
No. There's no such thing as dog man. So no, we didn't.
Aww.
Oh, edgy. But there's the Rougarou right there. I can't make out a dog man, Dean. I'm sorry. I can just see the Rougarou clearly there. There's the Chupacabra. There's the Rougarou. There's the now discovered Thunderbird. Oh, and of course, there's Bigfoot right there. Can't see anything else going on.
They all just hang out. They have like cryptid parties.
Yes, it's a cryptid party. These people have, just discovered it. So yeah, that'll wrap us up for this week. Phil, do you have any Q breakdowns apart from that video coming?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a breakdown of this video that's supposedly off in the distance coming down the hill.
Good. I look forward to that one. Chubbs, what are you reviewing this week?
This week we are taking a look at the 1981 classic Time Bandits.
Great film.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely amazing film. Nikki. You don't have an online. Oh, you're in Facebook jail anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in Facebook jail.
My favorite bit is with Cleese playing Robin Hood, and he's like, "Do we really have to hit him every time we give him something?"
Yep.
Yeah. I love Time Bandits.
Classic.
Yep, classic. Absolutely classic. All right then. We will return next week, despite the hopes of many. It's good night from me, and it's good night from these guys. Good night.
Good night.
I got some stuff you just gotta try. What is it? Pot.
Okay.
You know, marijuana.
Come on, smoke it.
It's stimulating, mind expanding, safer to use than alcohol.
I'm just gonna let this one out.
As smoking corn silk behind the back fence.
Good health to all from Rexall.
And good night.